Hi, and welcome back to another Monday Car Conversation. You guys, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I certainly did. And if you know me, then you know I do as little as possible. I move just enough so people know that I am still amongst the land of the living because my weekends are now time for me to relax, unless I'm doing something in terms of my business. Other than that, I am just relaxing. So I try to do more relaxing than anything else. So let's jump into today's topic. Today I'm talking about dealing with broken people. Yes, we all have dealt with some broken people in our lives. And if you haven't, honey, just keep on living. So we have all faced some demons in our lives. And it's never an easy thing to get over. Should you find yourself having to deal with a broken person, here are some things to consider. And I have 3 things for you, and I promise I'm going to let you be. Number 1, I said never say get over it. It's not your job to fix people. What bothers me is when somebody says to someone else, oh, I'm dealing with ABC or XYZ, and someone says, oh, honey, just get over it. I mean, it's over, done with, move on. Don't do that. Please, I'm telling you, don't do that. Because that's not what that person needs to hear at that particular moment in time. They need you to listen. Now, I'm not saying that you have to coddle them or any of that other good stuff. What I'm saying is don't tell them to get over it. Because people have to get over things in their time. Not your time or my time, but in their time. And some things it takes people a little bit longer to get over than others. So don't do that. Listen to them. Don't offer any kind of explanations unless they specifically ask you, what do you think? Or what do you suggest? If they're not asking you that, then I need you to keep this right here, keep it closed. Keep it zipped. Don't do that because you make things worse. Number 2, I said don't say you understand if you really don't. See, I can't say I understand something that I don't truly understand. If someone said to me, oh, I'm just so heartbroken because my husband left me or my wife left me, I can't sit up there and say, oh, I understand how you feel, because I don't understand how you feel. I've never been married. One day I will be. But right now I've never been married. So I don't know what it's like to be married and have my spouse leave me. Have I dated someone and had them break up with me? Of course I have. However, I've never been married. So I can't say to you, I understand how you feel. Girl, I understand you. No, I don't. I sympathize with you. My heart breaks for you because I don't want to see anybody hurt or or anybody dumped like that. But I can't truly say I understand you if I don't. So I'm asking you guys, please don't do that. If you don't truly understand what that person is going through, don't say you do. Because that just makes things even worse too, especially if they realize that you're only saying that and you have no idea how they feel. Now, if you said to me, Michelle, I'm just so upset because my significant other, I found out that they were cheating on me. They kicked me to the curb. Then they wanted the relationship again, and everything was going along fine. Somebody else came in their life. They kicked me to the curb again, and then they had the audacity to come back a second time. Now, that I can tell you, I understand that. Been down that road. I can write a book, so I know how that feels. And if I tell you, girl, I feel you. I understand exactly what you're going through. I truly know that feeling because I've gone through that. But otherwise, for a married person, no, I don't know what it's like to be married. I don't know what that feels like because I've never been married. So try not to tell people you understand if you really don't. And then thirdly, I said, don't become an enabler. We all want the best for people, but don't make excuses for their behavior. So if you have someone who's going through a breakup, right? And you happen to go by their house and they smell like a 20-year-old swamp and they haven't washed or moved from that spot on the couch in weeks. Don't be an enabler. Don't say, oh, you know what, Craig, it's all right. It's all right. If you want to smell like musk on top of musk, you do that. No, what you say to Craig is, look, Craig, get up off your rusty dusty, go wash your tail and clean this house up and get yourself together. If that person left you, they're not coming back and they don't deserve you and you don't need them in your life. But don't sit there enabling their stupid behavior. Yes, they're hurt. And yes, when we get hurt, we make stupid decisions sometimes, but don't enable them. Because I'm going to tell you now, I may be your friend, but what I'm not going to do is enable you. I'm not going to tell you that it's all right that you haven't bathed in months or you haven't brushed your teeth in weeks. That is not okay. All right? It is not okay. And I'm going to let you know that. So I need you to stop enabling people. Call a thing a thing. Now, there's a way in which you do it. Now, the way I said that I was talking to Craig, whoever Craig may be, I would say it just like that. Because number one, we're close enough that I can speak that way to him. Or if it's a young lady, I'm going to say, girl, look, cut it out. Cut it out. We're not doing this no more. Get your tail up, go get in the shower, and pull your life together. That person is gone. Especially if you talk to somebody and somebody left them 10, 15 years ago and they still moping around. No, that's not on my watch. We're not doing that on Michelle's watch. What you do in your time is your time, but you're not going to do it on my watch. I'm going to encourage you to get your tail up and keep it moving. Yes, it hurts. I'm not telling you not that it shouldn't hurt. I'm not saying that you don't hurt. Because I've been down that road. But what I'm not going to do is stop washing my tail and brushing my teeth because somebody decided they want to leave me. The devil is alive. Let me move on because that just took me someplace. Anyway, let me do a recap, and I promise I'm going to let you be. Today I talked about dealing with broken people, dealing with broken people, and I talked about how we all have faced demons in our lives. And like I said, if you say, well, Michelle, I haven't, that's great. I am happy for you. But honey, just keep on living because your demons will come because that's just a part of life. You can love the Lord all you want to, but those demons will come. Okay, you just need to know, and that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. You just need to know how to handle those demons. You need to know how to work through those situations, but don't sit and wallow in them. And so I said, if you have to deal with a broken person, here's some things that you need to consider. Number one, I said, never say get over it. It's not your job to fix them. Your job is to listen to them as a friend or a confidant or whatever you may be to them. Your job is only to listen. It is not your job to fix. Let me tell you something. If you're my friend and you're going through, say, even if you're not my friend, because I'm going to tell you a little secret. I've had strangers approach me and tell me about their lives, cried on my shoulder. I've held them because they were crying about somebody that hurt them. Those people didn't know me and I didn't know them. And all I did was I said a prayer for them. I just kept praying and asking God to help them get through that situation. But my job was not, I understood that my job was not to fix them. It was just trying to give them a little peace in that, even if it was just for that moment. I can pray for you from now until Jesus comes back in his good sandals, but I cannot fix whatever's broken with you. That is something that you are going to have to do. Now, can I give you the tools to do that? Of course I can, but I can't fix you. So if you want to sit and you want to vent and tell me what's going on in your life, honey, I will be a listening ear. If you cry, chances are I'm probably going to cry with you because that's just the kind of person that I am. But I'm not going to offer my 2 cents unless you ask for it. Unless you say, Michelle, what do you think I should do? Michelle, am I making the right decision? Or Michelle, I need some help. Then and only then will I offer my 2 cents. Otherwise, my mouth is closed and I'm just listening. Because 9 times out of 10, chances are you just need somebody to hear you. And the number 2, I said, don't say you understand if you really don't. Stop doing that. If you don't understand what that person's going through, don't sit there and tell them that you understand. Because number one, it doesn't help because you really don't understand what they're going through. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know you're saying it because you're trying to help them. And I get that, especially if you're saying it from a good place inside your heart. But to be honest with you, you do better not saying that. Because you will never hear me say, I understand, because I don't. If somebody lost their mom, I can't say I understand how you feel because I'm so thankful to still have my mom with me. For somebody that's lost their father, I don't understand that because I'm so thankful to have my dad here with me. Do you understand what I'm saying? And my siblings and my daughter and so forth and so on. So I'm never going to say I understand something that I truly do not understand how you feel. I can imagine. See, there's a difference between understanding and imagining how you feel. They're two different things. So I can imagine how you feel because I know how I would feel, but I don't understand. So stop telling people you do if you really don't. And number 3, I said, don't become an enabler. Do not allow people to wallow around in self-pity, smelling like old news, bad cabbage, and funky fish. Okay? Don't do that. That's not helping them. You are just enabling them. So I need you to cut it off, and say, get it together. Either you're going to get up off that couch and go wash your tail, or I'm going to snatch you up and take you in that bathroom and put you in that shower, that bathtub. But what you're not going to do is sit around here smelling like bad thoughts and roughed up cabbage. We're not doing that anymore. It's time for you to get yourself together. Pull yourself together. Because chances are that man or that woman, honey, they'd have moved on with their lives. They ain't thinking about you. They'd have moved on with their lives with a whole new relationship and all that other good stuff. And you still sitting around here moping. The devil is a lie, not on my watch. Now, if you want to mope around, you do that on your time, but not on Michelle's time, because my time is valuable to me, okay? And again, it's all in how you say it. Now, it depends on how close you are to that person. That's going to determine how you can say it. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's all I have. I just want to help somebody because I know that at some point in time we all have well, I should say this. Some of us are going through it now, but in the future, many of us will deal with some broken people. And we ourselves may end up being those broken people. So I just wanted to give you some things to think about as you deal with people that are going through some stuff. And if you listen to what I just told you, that's going to help you to really help them. Okay? Especially that part about not being an enabler. That's all I have. Thank you so much to my new subscribers. I love it when I get a notice saying I have a new subscriber. Thank you for all of those of you that, I just messed that sentence up. Thank you for those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love each and every one of you to the moon and back. And y'all know the drill and you know my spiel. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing, because I'm going to love you no matter what. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? I'm going to love you when nobody else even likes you. Always remember that God loves you and so do I. Till next time, take care.